welcome to One Corner Missing. We are currently actually introducing the podcast because we haven't done it in any previous episodes. Deemer has pointed out. Yes, I'm trying. I'm. We had a discussion. Like,
did.
should we
there.
use the names, our real life names, which we. I'm not gonna say hate.
I always say my name is garbage, but it's not. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. My name is fine.
Your name is fine. My name is fine. But
Yeah,
I think
like your name a lot.
we didn't. I don't know. I've grown accustomed to my nickname
Same.
and the ones that we actually picked for ourselves. So it's not really a nickname. It's more of a gamer tag that kind of evolved into a nickname.
boys.
Gamer boys.
And we lost all of our listeners. They're all gone now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a Gamer Boy podcast.
So we're sponsored by Gamer Subs.
oh God.
10% off.
No, what's that mobile game that everyone? Please.
Something Legends.
Please.
Raid Legends.
Yes, we're sponsored
Raid.
by Raid. No, we're not.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Have you ever played that shit? Say no. Say no. Say
I
no.
tried it. But like before it was the whole meme
Before
of
it was good.
I'm a hipster. I'm a
I
hipster.
tried it before I tried it before anyone else. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
That was weird. As Sof said, we are trying to actually integrate the name in the podcast.
Yes.
We spent so long looking for that name, and now we're not even saying it.
We're not even acknowledging it.
It's wild. So, welcome to the episode of One Corner Missing, a podcast where there's corners that are
They're
missing.
We're looking for them.
We're looking for corners. Please join us in this quest for that one corner that's missing.
I just realized I just scratched my balls on camera, but I'm sorry.
And we lost the last two. And we also gained a bunch.
Everybody's like,
Yeah, there's a few that came back now.
Continue. No, it was just out of frame, so it was like here.
Please stop
thank
stroking.
God. I'm not stroking.
Stop stroking your legs sensually.
I'm
in
not
front.
touching it. It's perspective. Okay, so good to know that I can
We're
fiddle
off to a wild start today. Welcome to the podcast. How are you doing today?
my private.
Stop fiddling. Stop it, please. I'm desperately trying to change the subject.
I know. I know.
not working.
I'm like, nope. I'm talking about my junk today.
All right. Well, today's subject I'm going to try to introduce subjects to the episode, and today's subject is your junk, apparently. So go ahead. That's exactly what I thought.
No, just like
Silence.
silence. It's funny to me. This like it's an audio medium, and people try to not like make it too silent.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to me.
I love
Like
a good bit of silence in a
yeah,
podcast.
you just like make people doubt if their Spotify is still on.
Next episode, we're going to start with like 23 seconds of silence, and then we're going to start talking.
And then just a loud noises
Yeah.
for no reason.
Because we're like the new kids in the podcast industry. So we're going to do like new things. We're going to try.
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah.
shake it up. We're going to shake up the system. We definitely know what we're doing.
Oh yeah, 100%. We have degrees in podcasting. I'm a master.
Podcasts, you?
Master's podcaster.
I
You have
doubt it.
double masters.
Oh, triple masters, thank you very much. I'm a professor. I'm a podcast professor.
I'm a 360 no scoper.
My name is Professor Deem. I am professor of podcasts. Professor podcast. This is weird. Okay.
Professor podcast, a PP.
Oh,
Speaking of PPs,
that is the subject today, apparently.
no, I actually wanted to talk to you about our
The title of today's episode
toilets.
is PP. Huh?
in.
About my toilet?
No, oh yeah, your toilet. Your toilet is actually nice. It smells
It is.
good,
Yeah.
but the ones that I want to talk about.
Yeah.
At our work,
My God.
we have shared toilets.
We do have shared toilets in our office.
There are 2 stalls in the men's toilets, and I don't know what people do and how they were brought up, but boy,
There's a lot of facets to this that I think we should
It is.
describe. There's a certain escalation that's happened.
also yes.
So I think the first thing that really struck me when we moved into this office building was that there are shoe prints on the walls.
They weren't in the beginning.
They became,
They just
They became.
appeared out of nowhere.
and that really troubled me
Same.
because it's not a huge space. So to get your foot up on the wall, you have to like, considerable bending. of limbs is involved.
Especially because it was escalating. So there is a footprint on both stalls, I think. Like both stalls have the footprints, and
I think so, yeah.
it is like knee height, and then like almost face height. And I don't know if there's like a very high one, but there are definitely two.
I wish there was one.
Just like
That'd be why. It's me, the shoe print demon.
just a guy like
There's
wearing
that one guy sitting in the corner of the bath. To be fair, there was that one guy sitting in the corner of the bathroom going, "It's me, the footprint demon." And I would just ignore him, but I think he might be involved. He's just covered in shoes.
He's just a shoe.
There's just a bunch of shoes. He's got some shoes taped on his head, on his elbows, his shoulders. You know, it might be him, but I don't want to point fingers.
not the famous shoe
because
demon.
that's profiling. if there's a guy sitting in the corner going, "It's me, the shoe print demon," that doesn't mean he's leaving shoe prints all over your walls.
Did you do it? I did it. No, I cannot assume. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. It's too obvious.
Yeah,
Which it is.
Two on the nose.
So there's the footprints. That to me was the beginning.
But
that was still like I would say like early era. We're not even in the middle or high era yet. It's the early era.
But the whole thing about the shoe print, it wasn't just like, oh, you'd think you are sitting on a toilet and there's a shoe print on like the opposite door.
No.
It was sidewall. And also the angle of the shoe print.
I'm telling you, man, it's considerable acrobatics.
I remember us like discussing like in what position you have to put yourself in to be able to like leave a footprint in that direction.
We were this close to meeting up in the toilet stall to discuss it. And analyze it, make measurements,
take pictures.
Yeah, take pictures.
Go like a whole NCIS, just ribbons all over the toilets.
Correct. Take off our sunglasses and go, yeah!
Yeah!
Oh, that was a lot better than whatever the fuck I did. Well...
That was David Caruso taking.
That's also no comparison because what I did was nothing. So of course it was better.
I'm sorry for anybody who's listening with their ear pods or.
I was doing any quietest scream. I was like, yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
This is an audio medium, and I'm gonna read ears.
I said, yeah. What if he did that? What if it was like, yeah? He took off his glasses.
I'm pretty sure there's an edit of somebody's going like, yeah. Just like,
That's the one. That's the one we need. That's the one we want.
Okay, so that was phase one.
That's the early era of the toilet shenanigans with the foot demon.
Then
phase two is the sudden lack of manners in terms of you go to the toilet, usually you flush.
I mean, it started off with like subtle things. It was flushed, but not clean.
Markings.
Yeah,
there were markings left where there should not be markings.
Is there a name for it?
In English? Skid marks?
Skid mark?
I think that's on fabric.
Skid marks is in your like underpants or garments.
Well, let's say toilet skid marks.
Yeah,
so
toilet skid marks. Yes, exactly. Streaks of poop.
TSM. There was TSM in the toilet boil. Boil?
It was boiling.
That was the other thing. The boiling. The water was boiling.
Just like
there was also another demon.
Just like
there was a second demon.
I mean, ominous music in the background.
Blood dripping from the ceiling. That to me was a bit much, but. Anyway,
that we could explain, but the streaks on the toilet.
You just send in a priest; it's fine.
Yeah,
and you just close the door behind him, and it's like he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. I'm not worried. He's got that little white thing on his collar. He'll be fine.
The priest comes back like covered in poop.
You send the priest and you close the door. Dark Souls music starts playing. It's not my problem. No. It's not my problem. I have to go do my job in the office.
I'm sorry, priest.
I don't have time for this.
Meanwhile, priest is like, release me.
Scratching at the wall.
No, it's the demon.
Oh yeah, it's the demon.
The priest is the problematic one.
It's the priest that did the prince.
It is all coming together.
He did have some really cool shoes on.
The priest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like platform.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine a priest in platforms. That'd be really fucking cool. They might have platforms on. Don't they have robes?
You'll never know.
Uh-huh.
They might have, like, chains.
Interesting. Anyway, so back to the toilet.
So phase two was the small TSMs. Mm-hmm. Just like sometimes a TSM here and there and maybe some unflushed, like, toilet paper.
Yeah, maybe, but that was already... So we're getting from, like, middle to, like, high era. of the toilet shenanigans. Is
I've seen some toilet paper like on the ground as well. Not used,
Oh, thank
luckily.
God.
No.
I was just gonna scream.
Yeah, no, that would have been like
That's the high era.
Yeah,
That's what
the
we're
high
getting
era.
to.
okay. So
TSM,
TSM.
toilet skid marks,
Yes.
which is great. I'm not a big fan, but you know, it's like I guess.
somehow defendable. Somehow. It's not really defendable, but if you like,
Is this good audio?
yeah.
I hope that doesn't sound like I'm enjoying this. It sounds like I'm doubting. I'm hesitant. These are hesitant moans.
People who are listening to this are like
Turning off the podcast.
Yeah,
One.
Is this going to be something sexual for Deem? He's like,
Oh yeah, no. This is actually, you know how they do like erotic stories in podcasts as well. Like we can do that.
Oh yeah, the skid mark story.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the right subject.
Poop sex? No,
No,
no.
not a fan.
Shame.
Well,
No. It is.
I'm very against kink shaming, but like,
I'm
damn,
very for it.
you're a big fan of kink shaming. That is true.
Kink shaming
That is
is
true.
my kink.
Yeah, there we go. You want a towel?
No, it's just an unsanitary and disgusting. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so the skid marks, my this is an advice podcast now, and my
Okay,
thing is,
yes.
so next time you go to the toilet and you flush, you check for skid marks and then clean them.
Exactly.
If there's a brush, there's no brush, it's fine, it's whatever.
Yeah.
No brush, there's no brush, no rules. That's what I always
Exactly.
say. I always say this. No brush, no rules.
Stop smearing poop on the walls.
But if there's a brush, shut up. But if there's a brush, rules are
Yes.
involved, and the rule is you clean after yourself.
if there's a brush, use it. Like public stalls don't have brushes, so
it's
like
fine.
yeah, okay.
fine.
There's
Public stalls are
there's
the Wild
anything
West
you can
anyway.
do.
Public stalls is
Yeah,
like
it is.
an in-between zone between time and space.
It's a twilight zone.
Public toilets are a different dimension.
It's a scary door.
You open the door, you enter a different dimension, and you just hold on for dear life until you manage to get out again.
Exactly.
Honestly.
But like people who work in an office building should clean up.
People who work in an office building wearing fancy pants and little fancy shirts.
Yes.
And like to pretend that they're like big fancy boys.
Fancy boys.
I think that's what annoys me.
Yeah, same. They're all grown up people who are working
Driving their fancy little cars to the office.
and are pretending to be like high end societal members.
Turns out,
No.
oh, I don't know how to flush the toilet, because now we're getting to the
Oh yeah,
high era
the high era.
of the toilet shenanigans.
No, it's not even the top tier era.
No, I guess it's going to be the late era,
Yeah.
the next one.
Okay.
The top tier is the late era.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm working off of Middle Ages history. I don't know why.
I'm just
doing
working in tiers.
early Middle Ages, Middle Ages, high. I don't think Middle Ages.
I mean, it
exists.
kind of fits. There was poop everywhere.
It wasn't so bad. The Middle Ages wasn't so bad.
Were you there?
No, but most of the people that wrote about it being horrible also were not there.
Same.
There
I
we
just assume.
No, it wasn't that bad. Genuinely, it wasn't that bad.
In my mind,
It was bad. There were bad things about it, but it wasn't that bad.
I like to imagine it was just street covered
You know what my
in mud, but
know what-
mud is poop.
You know what my problem is with anything in the past
Assuming.
before, let's say, like the 1920s, is surgery.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
that was another thing.
It was a thing. It happened,
No, I mean
but it wasn't good.
infection.
It wasn't fun.
Chop leg.
I don't care about. Yeah, it's just the pain. Hello.
Also
So
the pain.
you're gonna
yeah.
cut open my stomach while I'm,
Yeah.
and you're just gonna wait until I pass out so you can do your job. What? Huh?
Here, have a stick to bite on.
Absolutely not.
Dead.
Absolutely not. I mean, I'm sure they did. They gave you like alcohol and shit too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But like,
it's
damn.
still horrible.
I really like when you go to a hospital to get surgery. That is just like, I'm going in. Someone walks in, puts a little thing on your mouth, and says, "Can you just like pretend to count a little bit?" And it's like, what? And then you're just gone. That is amazing.
Imagine the.
And then you wake up, your
Someone-
guts are out, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you slept. You had a nice little sleep.
Luckily, I haven't experienced it, but I hear
you haven't?
sometimes it's horrible, sometimes it's good.
Wait, you haven't? Wait,
No?
what? You've never had surgery?
Luckily, no. I don't want to jinx it and just knock on wood.
Whoa. It's
know.
great, man. I can tell you all about it. Well, first we'll
Yeah,
finish
first,
the toilet.
Let's wrap
the
up
history
the,
of our toilet.
the whole poop
Yeah,
era.
exactly. Poop. So the next step, skid marks, gross.
Yes.
Not flushing, worse.
Yeah.
Worse.
No. The not flushing one is already disgusting.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about that.
No. That's
one.
not the worst one, but
Yeah.
you have toilet skid marks, bad.
Yes.
Not flushing, worse.
Yes.
Worst is for later.
Worst.
So, not flushing?
I don't know how you not do it.
How do you poop and then just go? You poop and go? What?
I mean,
Huh?
if you are like hyper distracted, you're having the baddest of the mornings.
Wait, bad isn't good? Your morning is so bad.
So bad. Yeah.
Your morning is a baddie? Is that what you're saying? So if you're having a horrible morning, I
Yes,
guess.
just disgusting. You like forget your socks, or I don't know, just like bad, not in a good way. I somehow understand because, like, a couple of times I forgot to flush at my home. Like legit. Like I slept bad. I don't know if I had a hangover. I might have been sick. I was just like,
So here's the thing. I'm laughing, but maybe I've also forgotten, and I just don't know.
it's like a. But I've never done it
What if
at
I
my
also?
work.
What if I've never flushed? What if it's me?
You are the plot twist. The plot thickens. But like, if you are not there mentally, I can't understand. But it was not like I forgot, and then a couple of hours later, I was like, "Oh God, no!" I'm like, "Did I flush?"
Yeah.
And I go back, I was like, "Oh, I didn't flush. I'll flush."
Yeah.
But like in an office setting where you know other people use the stalls.
I think I'm so annoyed just because it's in an office. I think that's, that's the only reason.
100%.
If this was like in a restaurant or like, I'm just like, whatever. People don't give a shit. But in an office,
You'll be just taking the next stall.
yeah, it's like whatever. But it's
Here we're like,
it annoys
you
me
are responsible adult.
because they're pretending to be responsible.
Oh, yeah.
adults.
Yeah.
It's all a lie. No one knows what they're doing. It's just you just put on the outfit.
They're all
You just put on the
dressed
responsible
up.
adult outfit.
Fake it till you make it.
We could go to the office wearing fancy pants and a white shirt.
And just shit on the
Fancy
floor.
boys, and just take a dump right in the middle of the office. No one's gonna stop us.
Just like lock
We're
eyes.
fancy boys. Yeah, lock eyes, obviously.
Lock eyes with random people and just like, good morning, hello.
I can see it in my mind's eye,
In your mind's
and I don't
eye.
like it. I'm not happy about it.
No.
So that's tier 3, the high age, the high era.
Like sometimes it's half flushed, which is still annoying, but it's like almost as bad as a skid mark, not like
I think
there was an attempt, basically.
It's in the skid mark range.
But
It's
like
in the TSM range.
fully not flushing, like
That's
a
psychotic.
full turd
Psychotic.
floating,
Psycho.
or just, I don't know,
Evil.
basic, yeah,
Jail.
No.
Electric chair. Immediately.
jail, straight to jail.
Straight to jail. Okay. Do you wanna do the
stinks.
grand reveal? I don't think you saw.
No, I didn't.
You weren't there. I saw it.
I saw the
When it
aftermath.
was there. Yeah, you saw the result.
the dried up
I saw
version,
I saw the actuality of it.
the moist, hot.
What was it, like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, something
3
like
weeks
that.
ago, I had some coffee.
Yeah. By
And
the
I
way,
said, well,
for relatable purposes, I think you and I are both in that category of when you have a coffee.
wait, isn't everyone?
Eh?
Isn't everyone?
No.
Wait, what? No one else has poopy coffee bowels?
Not all of people.
Not all of people have poopy bowel cup.
No, some people can just chug coffee and not.
Not poop.
Okay.
Huh?
For people who are watching this on YouTube, first of all, thank you, because
Are you okay?
yes.
You want to talk about it?
Looking at this.
Sorry about this subject.
The camera has been fixed. I shit you not. It is smoother. Look at this. I'm sorry, I'm a visual boy. So yes, welcome
Visual
YouTube people.
boy.
Or anywhere that you're listening that you can leave comments. Please leave a comment if you
Telling
are
us about your toilet stories.
also toilet
'Cause
stories.
I'm sure
Yes.
there's. Wait, what's up?
Oh yeah.
Which is that's the most depressing part.
Okay.
What we're describing, there's people out there that are like, I wish that's what happened in my office.
Meanwhile, people are like, that's the worst that you have to deal with on your work.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have a bad toilet story, leave a comment. We are super eager to read those because we are convinced this is already like high tier, annoying, disgusting. And also, if you drink coffee, do you need to go to the bathroom? Because I usually my bowels are stimulated to go to the bathroom after like a first coffee.
I thought that was normal. I thought that was normal human being
I know
behavior.
people who are like just I don't
Are you
care.
implying that there's different types of people
Oh yeah.
on the planet?
Okay. Remind me if we still have time on this podcast. I want to talk to you about the wiping directions.
Oh God,
Yes.
I have opinions. Not even the directions.
Oh yeah, opinions and how people wipe.
Positions.
Yeah. Okay. So, but
Oh, geez. What is this episode? Ugh. This is a rough one for people who don't like to talk about poop or listen to poop.
Yeah. If you skip the episode if you don't like
If
poop.
you don't like listening to poop, this is going to be a poopy one.
A poopy butthole.
a
Okay.
poop
So
heavy
you
one.
want to do the grand reveal of 3 weeks ago,
I
the
don't know.
fresh,
I don't know if I want to. But
unfiltered.
I think I have
Yes.
to.
But is it like a speculation, or are you pretty sure?
I'm like 85% sure.
Okay, yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I looked at it closely.
I am
so
pretty.
it's.
I didn't get too close because I was pretty sure. You know what I mean?
I got
was like,
closer because I wasn't wearing my glasses.
I was like, I don't think I need to
Confirmed.
test.
Yeah.
No. So that kind of gives it away. 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
I walk into the toilet. I open the door, and I see a very suspicious, thin brown substance hanging from the bottom half of the sidewall, right, of the wall.
The plinth?
Yeah,
Or I don't know
like
how-
right above
yeah.
right above the plinth, I think it's called.
Right above it.
Right above it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
because now it's like.
It's like
on-
right
on it.
above on. Yeah.
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 Oh.
So I opened the door. I saw that it smelled bad,
Oh no!
and I literally said no, and I closed the door and I went to the other one.
Very understandable
I
reaction.
said I'm not doing this.
100. I would have done the same.
My
Yeah.
entire body just said no,
No,
absolutely.
I'm not dealing with this
Nope,
today.
Nope. And then I went to the other
God.
one, which was fine. The other one was, covered in footprints, but that's fine.
Like a demon
There was a
swirling.
little
still-
demon was sitting in the corner
still-
saying, and I said, hi, you want to watch me poop?
Release me.
Is what I said. And he said, yes. And he watched me poop. And it was still better than being in the other stall. You know what I mean?
That's how bad it
so
was.
that happened, and then I left,
Yes.
and I sat at my desk like,
Yeah, I think you mentioned it to me as well then, because I was
course I
like,
did.
oh no, I haven't seen it. And I think it was the left stall.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I'm going to check it if I go to the bathroom, but I kept forgetting because I usually go to the right or it was occupied. So I haven't seen it.
the left one for me is cursed now.
Yes.
It's the cursed stall.
Yes. I haven't seen it until like this week.
Yeah, and so now the bulk of it has been removed, but there's still clear traces of it.
It's now dried and it's like dripping on the plinth itself.
I'm not happy.
I'm 100%
I don't know what else it
sure
can be.
it can't be anything else.
Also, how did it get there? Because you have the bowl, and then it's literally 1 meter, well,
Yeah,
right, a meter away.
it is. It is a good distance away
did it
from
get
the bowl.
there?
Also on the side,
How did it get there? You need to tell me.
I've been thinking
Tell
about
me. I need to know.
multiple scenarios. But like
I don't understand.
for people who like to visualize things, it's so you
Visualize this.
no, it's just the position of it. So you have the toilet bowl. If you are sitting on a toilet bowl,
This is a horrible episode.
I don't mind. It's funny to talk about. So you're sitting on your toilet bowl, and like to your right, not like knee height, but just like a little bit further is the spot. So for
Probably
me,
not a meter, right?
it's-
It's probably like 80 centimeters. Doesn't matter.
it's far enough from the bowl to
Oh, yeah.
question like how did it get there?
It's impressive.
It is disturbing.
And impressive.
If the person was sitting on the bowl and that somehow got projected
Did
there,
he like
impressive.
do a very full wipe and then
Maybe dropped it.
whipped his hand and then I
What-
don't know.
okay, there are
I'm very
three
unhappy with
three
this.
scenarios or two maybe. So
Can we make it none?
I'm sorry, no, this is the poop episode.
This is a poop episode. We're gonna call it the poop episode in the title so people can decide
Yes,
beforehand.
poop and stuff.
Poop and stuff.
So scenario one is wiping and then dropping the paper with the poop on it, and it just lands there, and then the person picks it up and it's like stays there.
And then they leave it on the wall?
I mean, we've seen horrible stuff in the toilet, so I completely understand that those people are deranged enough to leave it there and not feel any remorse.
Psychotic.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's scenario 1.
That's scenario 1.
I think I might hate all of the scenarios, to be honest.
Yes.
So that's S tier hate. Go on.
Scenario 2 is having to go to the toilet so bad that you lift up the toilet seat.
Please stop.
And then you pull up the pants, and while turning, there's a small particle of poop that leaves the butt and then just gets on the wall.
Absolutely not.
While turning.
I'm quitting the podcast. I'm quitting the podcast right now. It's too much.
We have to let the people know of the horrible. I'm not suspecting any of our colleagues would do that.
No, because we've worked with these people in other offices and this never happened.
No, we had a shared/private toilets in our previous building, so nobody would ever think about it.
We're 100% on the podcast, on the record, claiming that it's the other company's people.
100%. The thing is, we are at the... Wait. Do the English people say the first floor also?
I never know. I'm always afraid to talk about it. So, we go upstairs.
Yeah. So
we go up one set of stairs.
One set of stairs. So
there we go.
I'm going to say the first floor. Assume that it is the same as in Dutch.
I like how it's the English.
The English.
To the English. To the only people that speak English, the English.
No, I was meaning to say the English language, but then I stopped. So we share the toilet on the same level of companies that like have their offices where we have them. But I've seen people go from downstairs.
Yep,
up.
Even though there's toilets downstairs.
Yes, exactly.
Why does that annoy me?
I think
what is my problem?
I think the toilets downstairs might be more horrendous, and people are just leaving,
They're fleeing
to visit our toilets.
Oh my god! What if it is worse?
You know what? We just need to go downstairs.
We need to go like one time.
Just shit on the walls.
And we need to film it. Blair Witch Project style.
Yeah. Very close up.
Yeah.
Dead in the night.
And it ends with me like filming my face, crying, snot dripping out of my nose, saying, "I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Release me."
and then a mysterious ending.
Yes, 100%.
That's horrible.
There is one person that I am suspecting. There is one.
You cannot walk up to this person.
And say, "Did you shit? Did you shit on the wall of our toilets?"
Which one of you doesn't know how to flush the toilet after you've taken a shit?
Disgusting.
That one.
Oh, such a good meme as well.
Oh. You know how I was saying that I want to put like passive aggressive notes on the wall, literally?
Yes.
I could just do a printout of that.
Oh my god, yes.
It was fucking one of us.
We're gonna do that.
That's a really good idea.
We have to do that.
That's a really good idea.
Just the very grainy, stretched out
just
picture
really bad,
of the like angry mom.
Is that allowed?
It was fucking one AS.
Is that allowed?
If we don't know who shit on the wall, nobody would know who put up the note.
That's also true. Unless I walk in with the paper, and just at that moment, 5 people exit and enter the toilets as well. With cameras.
With cameras, and then just leaving the toilets unflushed so we know
so we actually
who
know
did it. The plot thickens. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna check 30 minutes. So
30 minutes of non-stop poop talk.
Hey,
we started talking about your junk, and now we're talking about poop. What is this podcast?
We didn't start talking about the junk. I just mentioned the junk, and then I was like, I want to talk about our toilets, because that was like boiling on my brain for a while.
I think it's good that we get it out of the way this episode, that it's done.
We need to get it out of our systems.
You need to get it out. I'm just here along for the ride. I'm just, what
do you mean?
I'm also heavily traumatized by the toilet.
This is therapeutic for the both of us.
Yeah. We should both be lying down on the couch talking about this.
Okay, so we're also talking about the length of our episodes. So,
okay.
Sorry, unrelated. Completely unrelated.
I was still thinking about poop. I was like, where is this going? The length of our poop?
I'm trying to change the subject.
Thank you.
So we were like thinking, oh, let's put up a giant clock, like in the future maybe, to see where we at. But currently we are 30 minutes, and I am torn between like, do we?
Are you a lot of things? Is this how you feel?
I am torn.
Famous Natalie Imbruglia lyric.
Yes.
I am torn.
the
That's
best.
the one thing she doesn't say.
I know.
Why was that so funny to me?
That's what makes it funny because
Christ, I wasn't ready for that.
it's so out of nowhere.
I am torn. Natalie Imbruglia. Unbelievable.
We are broken. So exactly, I'm not gonna say that again because we'll just start in a whole new.
No.
Between two things, starting a new topic or just
Topic?
ending.
No, you had more poop talk.
Yes, but it might take more
What was the
time.
poop? I already forgot.
The way of wiping.
Let's just put it in one episode because I don't want people to
Yeah.
unsubscribe.
Next episode. Hello.
I have my great news from poop. Yesterday I took poop to the toilet. Wait. Yesterday I took poop to the toilet? Don't we all? That is a wonderful way of putting that.
No,
I'm gonna go take some poop to the toilet.
No. That's not a good way of putting it because it made me think back to the Rage comic that we discussed.
Oh no.
Yes.
Stop. Immediately stop.
The person that
I'm gonna stop you right there.
threw.
Stop it.
No, I'm going to keep talking.
Uh,
Threw a poop from the shower into the toilet and missed and said, "Phew."
Have you guys ever been in
to
a situation where you realize this is the worst thing that you've done or said? Because I'm like, this is the worst episode we've done, which is saying a lot.
I love this episode.
Which is saying a lot. This is the episode in which I just profusely apologize for everything coming out of your mouth.
I love making you. I make you challenge things.
You make me challenge my will to live.
Yes, good. Yeah,
Is it? Anyway.
resist it.
Horrible.
So anyway, more poop talk.
How do you... Yay. But first, a word from our sponsor, Poop. Have you ever had food? Try poop.
Whoa! I don't.
That's it. That's the sponsorship. That's all I'm going for.
And I'm the disgusting one.
You ever had food?
To try to eat shit.
No, that's not. I didn't say try eating
That's
poop.
exactly. That's how it.
I know.
Sounded.
I'm keeping it ambiguous.
No. You know what you're doing. I see the face.
Am I the chaotic demon here? Probably.
That's the.
I just hide it better.
We're both. Hence the name, one corner missing. For anybody who doesn't know where the name comes
tell
from,
them. Don't tell them.
We're not going to tell them. We're never going to tell them. You have to figure it out for yourself.
They're going to figure it out immediately.
Immediately. People who know us, they'll
Immediately.
they'll be like, "That's not far fetched."
Yeah, they're like, oh, you guys thought you were smart? You guys
so
thought you
lame.
did something?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
It's a stupid name, by the way. We're like, okay.
Yeah, like bashing
I think we met up like 3 times trying to find a name. And guess what?
YouTube comments just exploding. Like, you pieces of shit.
Speaking of shit.
No. Okay, so do we discuss this?
Yes. We discussed it and you discussed this. Me. I'm this. I'm the this you discussed. You discussed me. Is I guess what I'm trying to say.
Aw.
Talk
Okay.
about how you wipe, you piece of shit. Sorry. So I got a little bit carried away
there. So let's get past of the straight up bullying.
Yeah, maybe we should.
No, the whole thing started with me is when I streamed and I asked this question because I didn't assume there were different ways of wiping.
I found out about that pretty recently as well, like a few years ago, and I was also shocked.
I
Shocked and
thought
appalled.
that I might have introduced it through my stream, but no, people talk about this.
Yeah. I don't remember in what context I talked about it, but I remember it suddenly being a subject, and I was very surprised.
I know, right? Because you
Very
think like,
surprised.
oh, I
go to the
wiped a
toilet.
certain way, that's fine. No, different.
But also, like,
different.
it does make me think, like, who teaches you to wipe?
The people who wipe differently. Your parents, your grandparents, or your teachers. I don't know where you.
I don't remember my parents teaching. Maybe it's a good thing I don't remember my parents teaching me to wipe because that's trauma.
It's not trauma. It's fine. It's normal.
It is normal, but I don't want to remember it.
I remember my parents wiping my butt because I didn't.
Because this was just last week.
Yeah. Last week, Mom! Me on the toilet, Mom!
Like, why do you still remember and I don't? Is it because you're still experiencing it and I'm not?
Me last week at my parents' house, Mom!
I'm dirty.
No, but like it's just like one time I remembered for some reason,
I hate this episode. Go on.
and that's how I got taught. So, but there are different ways. So apparently there are, as far as I know, I've asked people, and there is sitting down is wiping from so like you reach around from front to back.
Correct.
Like if your hand is like
Correct.
reaching from your back, yes. Sitting down.
So you have to do a little lean.
Yes,
do a little lean.
Small lean. Sitting down from back to front,
Psychotic.
like
Evil.
reaching your hand down from the front. Only boys do that.
And even then, I'm like, please don't.
Yeah, exactly. if you're a girl, never do that. Just infections.
I think they know. I think they're smarter than us.
I've heard girls do that as well sometimes.
I still think they're smarter than us.
No.
Unrelated.
It doesn't.
Because they know, because they experience the results. That's why they stop.
Yeah.
Boys don't have results. They just have a dirty script. You know what I mean?
It's terrible.
It is terrible.
So 2 ways. There's also standing up.
Yes.
Just back to front to back.
Or back
reaching
to front,
from the back. I don't know if people do it standing up back to front.
I have no idea.
I haven't come across people. That's, as far as I know,
Those are the 3 ways.
the 3 ways.
And then there's other ways, bidets, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, but that's not really
That's
wiping.
That's
yeah.
not wiping, exactly. We're talking old school, Western European, wasteful paper wiping.
I mean, you can still wipe if you do like a bidet because your ass is just wet. You still have to dry off, so you still have to wipe in a way.
True.
The Japanese toilets, less so, because they have like dry functions and stuff like that. But if you use paper, those are the ways. I still have to find people who wipe sideways. Haven't found those. People who floss after the shit. I hope there are none.
What?
Flossing. You know about flossing?
I don't want to know.
Like when you get out of the shower and you just put the towel between your legs and you just go back and forth.
How would that translate to a toilet scenario?
That's why I hope
I'm so scared
there
right
aren't
now.
people doing.
I'm
doing
so
that.
afraid. If anyone does this, don't tell me in the comments.
Please tell me in the comments. I won't tell Deemer.
I don't want to know. I'm scared. But I've been scared this whole episode, so that's fine. Do you want to come out and say which way you do it? Are you comfortable doing that on the pod?
You're first.
Sitting down, always.
Standing
Obviously. Standing up. Hey! Yeah. Amazing. And were you freaked out by the concept of people sitting down to wipe? Because
no, sitting down, I knew people
I feel like it makes
down.
so much sense because you're already sitting down. You know what I mean? Like it's just you're sitting down.
For me, it's not really a question of like practicality. It's just what I grew up with. It's not. I never thought about it in a way like, oh, this is more practical. I'm not like saying like, oh, you're sitting down. This is bad or better or worse. I just did it always.
It just confuses me because you're standing up. So,
but you're not fully standing. No, yeah.
So you do like a squat.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. People always assume if I tell them,
if you're standing up, you're like fully and I'm just like, how does that work?
No.
I'm too thick for that.
Yeah. Every single time I said I'm standing up, and they're like, but your butt cheeks closed. I'm like,
but it's closed off now.
Yeah, you don't clench your butt. You just stand up and like, I have to compress the excrement.
Exactly. Yeah. To like squeeze it out.
No. So it's just a like a half squat basically. Still, the butt cheeks open. Obviously, otherwise it would be a nightmare.
In your research, is that the least common one out of the 2? Let's say 2.
No.
Sitting or standing, or do you think more
back
people
to front?
Stand? Back to front.
Yeah, I rarely hear people do it, but when I find that want to be
The weirdest
the
one.
weird
I agree.
one.
I agree. Back to front freaks me out the most.
It's just because I don't know.
Back to front just feels wrong.
I
Because
don't
it
know
is wrong.
why.
Because I cannot imagine. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense to me.
You have to like lean back and just I don't know the practicality of it. And
Is that how those shoe prints ended up on the walls in the toilet?
no, we have a side wiper because he had to go like this.
Yeah. He did like, he stood on one leg, the other leg he lifted up, put on the wall.
It all makes sense
He
now.
fully made it clap.
Oh yes.
Yep.
We found the
We figured
culprit.
it out.
The elusive side wiper has
Beautiful.
visited our toilet stalls.
I think it's so bizarre, but I don't like, not in a judgmental way, but it's just because I never thought it was a thing to wipe standing up.
Really?
Yeah, I never thought it was a thing.
Okay.
And when I found out about it, I was like so shocked. And it was funny because there were people in the group at that time who were just as surprised as me. Like, what do you mean standing up? And then the other person that did wipe standing up was like, what do you mean sitting down? You know, like, they were completely. Everyone was shocked.
I saw your reaction when I said I was standing up. You were like, ah, ha, ha.
Yeah, but
Like
now I'm
you
like
found a unicorn.
I'm dealing. Yeah, exactly. 'Cause for me, it's like super weird and rare.
Yeah, okay.
But it's probably not. It's probably. I don't know if it's
No,
like.
it's-
I would want to see the data.
if I would have
I want
to
to see the data on this.
do but the thing is, why for me it wasn't ever like a big deal in a way of like, oh, it's very rare that I do it because my girlfriend also does it. So for me, it was like, okay, yeah, everybody does.
Interesting.
Before I like talked to people online.
Yeah.
Because then, if she was sitting down, then I would have gone like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense that there are
I'm
differences.
Maybe I'm just lazy. I'm just like, I'm not standing up.
I have good.
Why would I stand
good
up when I can
squatting
do it
position.
sitting down like a lazy bastard?
It's a workout.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just pooped.
Do it.
Pooping is a workout. Because I'm straining. There's like veins popping on my head, you know? Yeah. No, that's not true. That shouldn't be true. If that is the case, don't. Just don't.
I can't sit down here, Megan.
I have
hemorrhoids.
Classic. So good. Probably one of my favorite ones,
Yeah,
actually.
because it doesn't make any sense. It's out of nowhere.
It's so good. And then there's a little like music
Yeah.
she adds at the end. Chef's kiss.
Oh, Vine.
That
I
is
miss you so much.
professional, high quality. We talked about Vines in a previous episode,
Yes.
which may or may not ever see the light of day. Who knows? And let me tell you, I should have mentioned that one. I still reference that one significantly often.
It depends for me. Sometimes I
It's just like
tend to use like
it's just
certain
with one
memes.
person.
Oh yeah,
And it's just like when we talk about sitting somewhere.
nice.
Every time we have to do it. It's not our fault.
It's funny because you have. Do you also have like specific memes for specific people that you keep rehashing?
Yeah, like that one. Yeah, absolutely.
like
100%.
The more you hang out with people, the more the memes change, I think, because or it just builds upon it. Because when we started to, not gonna say hang out more, but just like
After office, socializing. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. And the silence was oppressive. The 2 seconds of silence made me question myself so hard. It made me look inwards.
Yes.
It made me look back at my choices that led me to this moment.
I wasn't gonna judge you, but
you did.
I inadvertently
You
judged.
did. And it's really unlocking things.
Oh,
It's bringing, it's you know what it's doing? Trauma.
therapy.
It's bringing
bonding.
trauma. Thank you for that. Yeah, we're trauma bonding. Lovely.
Welcome to our therapy podcast section. But no, yeah, we started like when we started talking more, hanging out more, playing games. The first meme was the Palpatine. A lot of Palpatine
Very
stuff.
good. Very good.
So much stuff.
Very good. I still
Like,
cannot. Every time I see the clip of Palpatine saying it's treason, and then that sound he makes when he jumps,
I can't even reproduce.
no one can.
it
But
is-
also, what? Why did they add that?
It is horrific.
It's not. It makes zero sense. It didn't have to happen. It would have been better if it was in complete silence, and the only thing you heard was like his rope flapping. Wait, why does he have a flashy rope?
It's not his robe.
Oh,
It's his.
it's his. It's. Oh, I see. I'm very unhappy about what you just conjured. Stop it.
It's my
I am trying
special
so hard
talent.
to the people that are listening. I'm trying so hard to not do this to you.
I am trying my best to make you as uncomfortable as possible. We compliment each other.
Yeah, well, I'm losing. I feel like I'm losing. It's already happening.
But like to the point, to go back to the Palpatine thing,
Palpameme?
there was one meme about the guy in
Meme
the pool. Meme Patine, good.
Oh, I do like Meme Patine. Sorry, that amused me more than it should have. Meme Patine.
Do it.
Yeah.
There was a guy that jumped in the pool, like not the poopatine, a pool patine. Okay,
Not Poopatine. Poopatine is the person at our office. Poopatine is the guy that jumped into water. You just mentioned that. I don't know who that is.
Just like you go to the toilet and just hear like, yeah,
It's poop then. Imagine if you could change the flushing noise of your toilet to that scream that he does when he jumps to attack.
it will be horrible.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
Yeah. So
There was a guy that jumped in the pool, but
Poopatine?
like he said like, oh, it's treason. Then it just like went, oh.
yeah, I remember that one.
I remade it and just like sent it to you because I was like on vacation.
It was incredible.
It was like
I was speechless.
those heights, but just like it evolved, and at this point we're at Release Me.
yeah. We graduated to Release Me territory, which I will give no context.
No, look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, good luck with that. Release Me on YouTube. You're going to find a bunch of really like R&B songs from the 90s, undoubtedly,
Or just like very weird kinks.
or like one or two emo songs. I would say. I think that's about the.
Release Me.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I was talking about like, do you have specific memes for specific people? Obviously, yes.
So definitely the hemorrhoids one. That's a big one.
What are your top tier ones?
Oh, that's tricky.
I mean, if you still remember them.
Hemorrhoids ones, of course. I feel like with you, okay, we do the Release Me, but we also do an
Yeah,
Still?
just
the Palpatine, like
the small
just
Palpatine
noise.
Yeah.
That one's still a big one.
Do it.
I hang out with I'm a gamer. Sometimes, occasional gamer.
Ew.
Well, too often of a gamer, but we can get into that
I
later.
haven't gamed in a while.
I know, like teach me. Anyway, it's addictive. Anyway,
Teach me. Teach me.
teach me. We were doing a lot of like so we're playing Apex Legends,
Okay.
which is a video game that is free, which I love free shit.
Used to like it back in the day, but
I am obsessed with it. It's a problem. I'm really enjoying it. I'm also we're getting a good like synergy, me and my friend that are playing it online.
nice. Are you doing duos or
Yeah, mostly duos.
Okay.
It's good, man. It's so much fun. It's horrible.
this? Today's
podcast-
sponsor is Raid Apex Legends.
Oh,
Huh?
oh, that's another one though. Huh?
Oh yeah,
I do that
the
one.
cat,
yeah.
the cat, the fat
I
cat.
do that one as well.
Huh?
But so in Apex we do, for example, okay, sure.
Okay,
So it's not a meme.
it's more of an inside joke.
It's sort of a meme. It's not like a Vine meme, but it's like. Have you heard of this very non-famous show called Dr. RuPaul's Race of Drag or something like that?
No, it does ring a bell, but
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything of it.
So there's that show. Then there's people that have been on that show, and they were doing a video. I don't know about what. And they were talking about Mario Kart.
Okay,
Someone was giving them instructions on how to play Mario Kart.
they've never played it.
I don't think so. I don't remember. Fuck, I forgot their names.
Person A and person
I think
B?
it was Bob the Drag Queen. And then
Bob the Drag Queen is such a good name.
it's such a funny name. It's the best name. It says what it is. It's Bob and he's a drag queen. It's
That's
like, wow.
straightforward.
And I want to say the other one was Money Exchange, but I might be wrong. It doesn't matter. I think I'm. It was. Fuck.
Okay,
I don't remember. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
if it pops back into your head.
Anyway, so they were talking about Mario Kart, and the guy says like, "Oh, so you have a little." I don't even know what he says exactly, but it sounds like he's saying a little black guy.
Okay.
And then one of us goes like,
Oh, yeah.
"Did you say a little black guy?" And like looks at the camera all shocked. And the point is you have to race, and then the other person without a beat, without missing a beat, goes race. kills me every time. It's so fucking perfect.
I've seen the clip.
The
It's so
delivery,
good.
it's perfect. And so we reference that quite often when we say something that's close to the word, like racing.
Yeah.
But there's also a character in Apex called Wraith.
Okay.
And we just call her every
like
time
race.
someone discusses this, picks her or like a skill or fighting her. We just always, if someone mentions, oh, there's a Wraith here, the other one always goes, Wraith?
Nice.
So we do stuff like that. There's also one called Ballistic, which we call Ballistic, like the Ballegde. so we have fun.
You may not notice this, but memes are life.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I'm an adult man. What am I doing? But it's a lot of fun. It makes us
It
laugh.
is.
Wraith?
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is a good one.
It's really good.
Like the thing is about memes.
It's just layers upon layers at this point.
Yeah, it just starts from something stupid and then just like evolves into it's like
There was a third one,
an
but
entity under your own.
I forgot what the third one was. We had like 3 names. But the best ones are Wraith and Bangalore. No, not Bangalore. Ballistic.
Ballistic.
Ballistic. Bangalore.
I mean, it's
Ballistic.
the same thing that I have with a friend of mine. Like with the thank you. It just
That's a good one too.
it just something stupid.
Also not a meme, but
No,
like
exactly,
like,
yeah.
not a widespread. Not it's just 2 people.
It's from a clip, and then we just it wasn't supposed to be funny, and
to
then we
know
made
this.
it funny.
I want to know this person's name.
Huh?
What's their name? Bob the Dragon. What was the other one's name?
Okay, so we're gonna look up the name, and then we're gonna call it an episode. This is
I'll just add it in post. We can add it in post. Editing.
I'm just gonna be quiet for a while. And
How are you going to
looking
look it up though?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like it's impossible to look it up.
Race, meme, drag,
But I'm
queen.
not gonna say their names, is it? Yeah,
No.
that's not.
It's,
That's nothing.
wait, hold up.
No.
You're perfect. You're beautiful. You look like Linda Evangelista. You're a model.
You have never been more.
Friend, does this look good on me?
That's
That's a bad meme.
it's definitely not the delivery, but
I know. I haven't seen the clip, so I don't know where I'm coming
and
from.
I'm not gonna correct you.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
we're gonna keep that exactly as it is.
Yes. Just bleep the whole thing.
Race. Anyway, having said that, on that note,
Just cuts the episode. Race? Stop.
on that note, thank you for joining us today on another absolutely nonsense. This was horrible. We talked about shit the whole time. What are we?
It's good
How? How is it good?
because
Explain
every
it to me.
topic should be discussable.
Discussable?
Yes,
I guess that is the right word, isn't it?
exactly.
Wait, is it the right word?
You should be able to talk about stuff. About
Well,
anything.
you heard it here first.
Yes.
You should be able to start talking
You
about stuff.
heard it here first.
We can. We can figure that out.
So join us on the next episode where we are not going to talk about
I
excrements.
promise we're not going to talk about shit.
So
Please.
far, we've managed to talk about excrements every single episode, I think.
Have we?
I'm pretty sure we talked about it last time.
Oh my god, are we a poop episode? Are we a poop podcast?
One poop
Are
missing.
we a poopcast? Is this a poopcast?
It's a poopcast.
Welcome to the poopcast. No.
Welcome to the poopcast.
Okay, now we need to stop recording
Yes,
because that was horrible.
yes. It's one of my pride collection of noises.
That's one of your soundboards.
Yes.
I'm just going to stop the podcast. Thank you so much
Yes.
for joining us. Have a lovely day and take care. Goodbye.
Bye.